All right, everybody, welcome back. You ready to jump into something pretty cool today?
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the NSCA home buying program.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and, full disclosure, I've been poking around this a little bit, and it honestly kind of blew my mind. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like they're kind of turning the whole, idea of homeownership, like, on its head. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
talking no down payment. We're talking no closing costs.
Well,
And even like, are you ready for this?
yeah.
Like below market interest rates.
That's pretty unusual.
Like how is that even possible?
Well, NACA, which stands for the Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America,
Mhm.
it's really a unique organization. It's a nonprofit, and their mission is really to make home ownership accessible, for everyone,
Hmm.
regardless of income.
Yeah.
So, they really understand that, the traditional system of lending is just stacked against so many people.
Yeah.
Especially when you looked at, all the upfront costs involved in buying a house.
Yeah, I was actually reading about that, like the whole like no down payment, no closing costs, no fees thing,
Right.
you know. And to me it's like that's got to be like a dream,
Yeah.
for like
Um,
anybody who's ever felt like priced out of the market. I
totally.
mean, is there a catch?
Well, not really.
Mhm.
I mean, Athia's whole philosophy is that, safe and affordable housing shouldn't be a privilege.
Right.
It should be, kind of a right.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, I mean, the average down payment these days can be, tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Easy. And I mean, that's just out of reach for so many families. And
Right.
then you've got closing costs on top of that, which is just, another significant amount of money.
Yeah.
And NAFI eliminates all of that, just takes it all away.
Okay, so that part makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But like, how are they dating the below market interest rates thing? And like no PMI.
Yeah.
Like, how are they pulling that off?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. So let's start with PMI, private mortgage insurance. So lenders, they typically require this when a borrower puts down, less than 20%.
Yeah.
And, it's there to protect the lender, right,
Mm.
if the borrower defaults. But it adds, pretty significant expense for the homeowner.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So what NACA does is they essentially self-insure their loans.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they just get rid of the need for PMI.
Mm.
And they're saving homeowners, potentially hundreds of dollars every month.
Wow. Yeah, that's a huge amount of money.
Yeah,
That's staying in, the homeowner's pocket.
absolutely.
And what about the interest rates then?
Yeah.
How much lower are we talking?
Consistently, NACA is offering interest rates that are significantly lower than the prevailing market rates. And the way they're able to do this is they actually have, a really unique relationship with major banks and lenders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they basically leverage, their large pool of qualified borrowers, and they negotiate these lower rates, on everyone's behalf.
Mm.
And those savings go directly to the homeowner.
Wow.
So, over the life of a loan, we could be talking tens of thousands of dollars in saved interest payments.
That's amazing. Yeah, and it seems like NASA isn't just about the financial benefits either.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like they seem to have a much like broader approach.
Yeah,
For
they
sure.
do.
Like from what I understand, they offer like extensive financial counseling
Yeah, definitely.
to make sure that homeowners are like set up for success, like long term.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
not just about like budgeting, right?
No,
It's like developing a deep understanding of your personal finances.
exactly. And one of the things that's unique about NASA is they use this purchase workshop model. And potential homeowners attend this, pretty comprehensive multi-day workshop. And they cover everything. It's amazing. They talk about, credit repair, debt management, home maintenance, even like, making sure that you understand all the mortgage terms.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really designed to empower people, individuals and families to just take control of their financial future.
Yeah. That's incredible. And, I also saw something about NACI focusing on like revitalizing communities.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how does that fit into everything?
Well, their mission goes beyond just creating individual homeowners. You
Yeah.
really want to help foster, vibrant and sustainable communities.
Right.
So by investing in these, underserved areas, they help to kind of stabilize neighborhoods, property values increase, they stimulate the local economy. So it's really like this ripple effect
Mm-hmm.
that benefits, everyone. I was actually working with a family a few years ago, and they bought their first home through NACA. And it was in a neighborhood that was, struggling a little bit.
Mm.
And, just to see their pride in homeownership and like the positive changes that started happening in their community, it was incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, really rewarding.
Okay, so like let's say someone's listening right now and they're like, yeah, this sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I want to look into this.
Right.
What's their first step?
You know, I think the best place to start is by going to one of these Naxio purchase workshops.
Okay.
And, they happen, I think, pretty regularly all across the country.
Okay.
And it gives you like a really detailed overview of the program,
Yeah.
what the requirements are, all the steps involved.
Hmm.
It's a great opportunity to connect with the counselors and just, ask any questions that you have.
And are there any like challenges maybe?
Yeah.
Or things that people should be aware of going into this?
Of course, like any, major life decision,
Yeah.
it's important to, weigh the pros and cons.
Yeah, for sure.
And Lissa, it's a pretty intensive program.
Fair.
You've really got to be committed to putting in the time and effort.
Right.
You'll need to be organized, dedicated to, going to those workshops and the counseling sessions.
Yeah.
And really be prepared to work, closely with NESA throughout the process.
Okay.
And also, NESA homes, they're often located in specific neighborhoods that they're targeting for, revitalization.
Right.
So you might not have the same level of choice as, like a traditional home search.
Okay, so really, I mean, sounds like that attending a workshop,
Yeah,
that's like a great next step.
absolutely.
For anybody who's intrigued by this, what would you say is like the most important takeaway about NESA?
I think the most powerful thing is that they're just so committed to making homeownership, accessible for everyone, regardless of background, regardless of financial background.
Yeah.
They've created this system that really challenges, the traditional lending practices, and they really empower individuals, to achieve their dream of owning a home.
It's amazing. It's really inspiring to see a program, that's actually making a difference.
Yeah, for sure.
So, if you're out there listening, here's something to think about.
Yeah.
Could the NSCA program be the way, to make your dream of homeownership a reality? It's definitely something worth checking out.
Absolutely. I would say so.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
See you later.